companies like Dodge sailing toward the east? The Western markets have always been the favorite playing field for automobile giants, but with China's rise as a global market and a political leader as good as America, these brands are now trying to find their way to China's heart. But will it be an easy one? The automobile world has always been aligned with market needs and consumer thinking. The profit and loss of any brand depends on what they can provide to their consumers at cheapest and in the most comfortable way. The versatility and price stability offered by the European and American markets have been a driving force for brands like Jeep, Ford, Dodge, and etc. to stick to the Western customer. However, with the rising needs and technological advancements on Chinese soil, it makes sense for these brands to keep their heads close to it. Being the world's largest secondary sector with the highest manufacturing output, China offers energy and equipment for brands like Dodge to test their luck with Asian consumers. This shift has not happened recently. Companies like Ford, Tesla, etc. have been introducing their brands to China for quite some time now. The major aim was not to find a space for themselves before being competitive with domestic players like BYD. And now brands like Dodge have started to align their designs towards Asian needs, specifically Chinese needs. The trends began with EVs, where to make their EVs competitive with brands like BYD, Tesla, Ford, GM, etc., they started to design their cars as a combination of Western and Asian preferences. But now, have the brands started modifying their existing model? A recent development in this area has been Dodge Attitude, designed by the brand Dodge. This brand established itself in the American market and soon expanded to the European market. Now, Dodge's focus has shifted to China to become competitive with other domestic Chinese automobile brands and its contemporaries. And now Dodge is trying to reverse this trend? Dodge Attitude has been the heart of Mexico for quite a long time. This small sedan has been on sale in Mexico since 2006, and it has a Hyundai touch to it. Later, to gel more into the Mexican flavor, it was modified into a Mitsubishi Mirage. The acceptance that it got was something else. But now, as the next decade is asking for something new, Dodge has decided to try something different, yet crazy this time. Fast forward to 2024, the Mitsubishi Mirage is making its way to a Chinese car. Dodge is going for something similar to Trumpchi Empo, produced by GAC Group under the Trumpchi brand, that had its influence in China for several years now. This transformation will not only impact Mexico, but also make a favorable current in China for Dodge. As a company that finds it hard to keep up with the giants in the domestic Chinese market, this will be Dodge's best chance to win the hearts of Chinese consumers. Now, what is being served by Dodge on the table this time? The Dodge Attitude's aggressive design lives up to its name. 3 versions are available, and the pricing starts at 399,900 Mexican peso, which is equal to around 21,070 US dollars. Attitude has many specialties in design that can help this car succeed in the Mexican market, starting from the interior. The interior looks spacious and fair. It is complemented by a 7-inch digital instrument cluster and a 10.25-inch infotainment system. Technological interventions include cruise control, a passive entry system, a rear view camera, and rear parking sensors. The basic version, Attitude SXT, has a sports exhaust system, rain-sensing wipers for rainy weather, and 17-inch aluminum wheels. It also has automatic headlights with LED daytime running lights. When it comes to the Mexican pesos 454,900 Attitude Sport, it has larger 18-inch wheels, performance exhaust, and a sunroof. As far as the interior is concerned, there are ventilated synthetic leather front seats with 5-way power adjustment on the driver's side. Along with that, the interior components are also upgraded with a 10.25 digital instrument cluster, a leather-wrapped flat-bottom steering wheel, and a dual-zone automatic climate control system. It also comes with an additional driver assistance system, along with a parking sensor at the front that checks the safety column. This provides a second level of safety assistance. As far as safety is concerned, there are high beam assist, lane departure warning, forward collision warning, and traffic sign recognition technology, making it one of the best choices in the market right now. Last but not the least, the final version of the range-topping Attitude GT, priced at Mexican pesos 488,900, which is around US dollars 25,747, is a much more upgraded version. It has black 18-inch wheels, a rear spoiler, and a 2-tone interior. It has a wireless smartphone charger, an auto-dimming rear-view mirror, and a 4-way power front passenger seat, making long journeys comfortable and practical. It is also equipped with blind spot detection and power lumbar support to aid the driver. Irrespective of the version that is being chosen, Dodge Attitude provides unmatchable power to the driver. That is pretty explicit from the outlook, as the model is powered by a 1.5-liter engine developing 168 horsepower and expecting 199 pound-feet of torque. It's connected to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission, which was pretty much expected by the automobile world. It will not only make the journey comfortable, but will also give your car a sporty touch that comes with innovation, and that is what a major chunk of the consumers in Mexico is looking for right now. However, that might be counted as a drift from the legacy that Dodge carried forward through Mitsubishi and Hyundai. The automobile world has already fallen in love with the images that have been dropped on Dodge Mexico's website. The Mexican market is going crazy after the stills of the Dodge Attitude hit the ground of the internet. It is not only about the excitement of a new car launch. Many of them were driven to the website as part of their nostalgia when it comes to Attitude. Now, is it the first time such a reverse trend has happened in Mexico? Though the Dodge Attitude received much more attention than expected, it was not a Chinese vehicle that had been sold in Mexico. Yes, you heard it right. The Attitude isn't the only Chinese Dodge sold in Mexico, as the local market Journey is basically a second-generation Trump-Chi GS5. Recently, another American brand, part of Stellantis, launched a rebadged vehicle outside of the US. As far as Mexico is concerned, there are some Chinese roots, where Changan Automobile launched the Kaizen F70 in 2019, which takes the play forward. That includes the Peugeot Landtrek and Fiat Titano, etc. Therefore, the Mexican market is not new to Chinese intervention, or the consumers are unfamiliar with it. This familiarity will make the way for Dodge Attitude to the heart of Mexican market, where it can rebound to be the best among the Dodge models. Now, what effect will Dodge Attitude bring to the Mexican market? This promising version of Dodge Attitude will be the ace of spades for Dodge in Mexico for the next few years. With its degree of technology and luxury, it will be hard for consumers to say no to this sporty, yet comfortable car. But that can be a blow to other competitors who strive to survive in the Mexican market. Nissan, Kia, Chevrolet, etc. have already made their empires in Mexico with their expertise. Nissan is the most popular car brand in Mexico, with 241,056 units sold in 2023. Nissan Versa is set to be the best-selling car in Mexico, followed by Nissan NP300 and Chevrolet Aveo. And that is where Dodge Attitude is firing up to compete. The battle won't be easy for Dodge, as Nissan already has a strong field and liking among Mexican consumers. When it comes to pricing, Nissan has a safer deal with the consumers, with their Nissan Versa starting at a rate of $20,695. The common middle-class Mexican households will always still prefer affordability over luxury and sometimes comfort. Therefore, it is very important for Dodge Attitude to gain the trust of these consumers who make up more than half of the Mexican market. As far as the present market is concerned, what consumers look for the most is reliability for the money that they pay. With the modern interventions and minute additions alongside the drastic add-ups, Dodge Attitude is going to be a game changer for Dodge. It is their time to regain the pride that Mitsubishi Attitude brought them. It is time for Dodge to hit the pleasure spot of its Mexican consumers. With the amount of innovation that they have engraved on the Dodge Attitude, there is a high chance that upcoming consumers will fall in love with it. As Dodge Attitude provides both comfort and a sporty vibe to its creation, there is a high chance that the Mexican market will choose them. So what do you think? Will Dodge Attitude harvest be fruit in Mexico? Keep the discussion going on in the comments section. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to us for more automotive news that sprouts in the industry. Until we meet again.